discussing a poem, Great Grandmother by Alan Malley. Before getting into the poem, we will discuss about few things here. Find a photograph of your great grandparents. Can you write a description of the same? How she looks, her expressions, etc. Why do you think knowing about our grandparents and great-grandparents is necessary? Have you looked at old photographs and have you remembered people? Have you begun speaking to your family members about them? Here, poet Alan Malley is talking about his great-grandmother. Let's study about this poem and let's know what poet is conveying through this poem. I will read the poem lines and after that we'll summarize it. The poem lines are like this. She looks out at me from the yellowing photograph, misted over by time. It is a frank and serious look. Her eyes are stern, but they can laugh too. Her hair is pulled back, tightly up bun, and on her black dress she wears no jewelry. I never knew her. Yes, I recognize myself in her. 3 generations later, may my great-grandchildren feel as close to me as I now do to her. This poem depicts the characteristics of a great-grandmother. Through the portrait, one can identify the appearance and the facial expression and what kind of a person she was. The poet clearly explains in each line about his grandmother's look. Though the poet describes her look as frank and serious. Her eyes are stem, but the poet is sure that they could laugh too. Her hair is pulled back in a tight bun. She is wearing a black dress with no jewelry. The poet is born after his grandmother's death. Even though he did not know her, he feels that he can recognize himself in her. The poet wishes that his great-grandchildren, both 3 generations later, may feel as close to him as he now felt of his grandmother.